Okay, so today we're going to go on Overwatch 2 using the RTX 3080. We're going to be starting off with 1080p on the lowest settings. Let's go and jump into the settings real quick before the game actually gets going. 1080p, dynamic resolution scale off, and FPS limit is set to 600. That's the max for this game. Now, the thing I'm wondering about is the FPS at 1440p max, because Nvidia actually released some FPS numbers comparing the 3080 to the 4080 and 4090, and I believe we're getting 270 something FPS, I think, with the 3080 at max settings 1440p. So I want to see how accurate that is. But so far 1080p, able to get 600 FPS. This game will be very dependent on your CPU, so if you got a weaker CPU, then 600 FPS isn't going to be as doable. But running F5900X here, and we're almost able to hold 600 FPS consistently. And GPU usage was in the 60s as well, I believe, so we weren't fully utilizing our GPU, which means at 1440p, we might be able to actually hold around 600 FPS as well. Now, I'm pretty sure from the beta that I gotta restart the game every time I want to change settings, so might be kind of difficult because the queue times are very long, like 20,000 people are in line, and the game isn't very stable either. Like, it will crash and disconnect all the time. So I'll try my best, but I don't know how far we can get with this. We'll play a little bit longer at 1080p low, and then we can go ahead and move on to 1440p in 4K, and then we can change the settings as well. Now, I will say the game does look fantastic at low settings. I don't really see any pixelations. The actual textures look very good as well, very sharp, very detailed. So even though we are playing at low settings, the game still does look great. We're getting absolutely crowded. I'm going to push to the flank. Get the objective, hopefully. I'm kind of worried to alt tab because last time I did alt tab, the game just froze up on me and I had to wait another 20 minutes to get into the queue. So the overlay size will be a bit smaller for 1440p, but 4K I'm forced to alt tab anyway, so we'll risk it then. Here we go. Second match of 1440p. And trying to look at the FPS, we're still very close to the 600s, in the high 500s, which is crazy to say. Game feels extremely smooth, no stuttering or any FPS dips that I can feel. And we're just getting actually mowed down here. Nice, that's one pick, we take that. VRAM has increased slightly at 1440p compared to 1080p, which makes sense. 4K should go up a little bit as well. GPU is pretty much maxed out now as well, 97%. Okay. Our average FPS is actually higher than 1080p, so this map might be a bit easier to run compared to the one that we just played at. Lowest FPS that I've actually seen was like 430. 440, we just had a pretty big dip there, but again, I didn't really feel it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Missing my meat tube. Oh, I almost had him. Come on, boys, push up. This ulti's broken. What was that? Nice. Much better than the first game, that's for sure. Playing way better with Soldier. Alright, we'll give it a couple more minutes and then we can go ahead and play at 4K. And then I'll be forced to restart, I believe, to apply the medium settings, which will kind of suck because I'll be back in the queue. Whoa, the speed boost. You guys are all dead. Push it, come on. Oh my god, what is going on? Is that all of them? Did we win? Let's go. Okay, now playing the game at 4K low settings, we can see a massive drop off in actual FPS. We're in the 300s now instead of the high 500s to 600s. We're actually averaging 270 FPS or something like that. 290 now, but quite a bit of a drop off from 1440p to 4K. VRAM usage increased as well to 2.9 gigs instead of 2.4 at 1440p, and 2 gigs at 1080p, I believe. So, slight increase in the VRAM. Uh oh, I'm in trouble. So yeah, I'm not really sure if 4K is worth playing in this game. It just losing too much performance for the extra clarity that you get. We're getting absolutely crushed in this game though, that's insane. He's 1 health, boys, get him. Nice, got 1 kill. The second kill, I guess. Oh, I got him, thank God, that was a pain. That was a pain to aim. Why are you running? Hey, why are you running? Come back. Coward. The second time didn't take me too long to get in, to be honest. It only took me like 5 minutes, I think, to actually get past the queue. And I'm already playing, very nice. FPS is already taking a decent hit. The 500s now, just GPU maxed out. GPU is fully maxed out at high settings, wow. So at low settings, 1080p we were, oh, gotta hear my boy. At 1080p low settings, we were sitting at 600 FPS quite easily. We had a couple of dips, obviously. That would be probably due to the CPU. But yeah, GPU was sitting at 60% usage at 1080p low, and at 1080p high, it's basically fully maxed out, and FPS is in the 400s to 500s now, the low 500s. But regardless, the game is still running quite well, super smooth, no stuttering or any lagging. And I believe in the beta, the FPS cap was 300, I think. So I did a couple of videos on the Overwatch 2 beta, and I don't think I ever hit 400, 500 FPS at all. No. My healing is all out. Nice, that actually worked. Eat the heals. Where the hell did he go? He just disappeared. I'm so dead. I'm gonna get out of here. Oh yeah, you wanna go? You wanna go? Oh, someone's healing him. That's cheating. Playing at 440p now. Still at high settings. FPS will be slightly lower since we are pushing more pixels, and we already GPU bottlenecked at 1080p. For the most part, we had some dips into the 80% usage, but for the most part, we were pretty much maxed out on our GPU. Now, 440p, I don't think we're going to fall down below 90%. The FPS is in the 400s, maybe dipping into the 300s at times, but running quite well. Die. Let's go. Let me heal you. There we go. Let's kill this idiot. Nice. Man, you're too far away from me. You gotta come back. Can I send it over the wall? Nice bit of damage right there. But they're probably gonna... Oh, I'm so screwed, I think. Alright, let's play at 4K now. See what kind of performance we can get. Still above 200. Very nice. Getting close to the 100 FPS range though, which is, I mean, still very good obviously, but I would imagine people with 3080s don't want to play at 100 FPS. In these kind of games anyway. Alright, now comparing the VRAM usage as well, we went from 2.9 gigs of VRAM from 4K low to 3.6 gigs of VRAM at 4K high settings. So honestly, not too much of an increase from low to high, but in this game, high is the middle preset. So if you go to the presets, you will see that high is the middle ground, then ultra, then epic. They have pushed us back all the way and we can't even get out of a spawn. No, I couldn't heal you. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Let me heal you at least. Come over here. No, you're dead too. Let's get to the other boy. Matt! Live, Matt! Oh, Matt's dead. And so am I. How am I alive? Oof, that was close. They're just camping our spawn now. They're not even trying to play the objective anymore. Ulti, let's go! I'm just shooting down the hallway. Let's go. Matt, catch this. Yo, chill. Okay, don't kick me out. We're playing the game at the max preset now, which is the ultra preset or the epic preset, I think. The epic preset. And these are the settings. And by default, you got to make sure that FSR is disabled because, again, by default, it will enable FSR 1.0. Now, at 1080p, we're getting 260 FPS. So what? We went from getting 600 FPS at low settings, and then 500 something at high settings. Now at epic settings, we have half that again, and we are in the 250s. Even 230 sometimes. Okay, well. Why are they running to come back here? What are you doing, Aiden? Nice. So it's quite intensive at the epic preset, which makes sense why they actually enabled FSR by default to make it seem like it's not as intensive on your computer. I will be testing at FSR as well. Just want to see how it looks at 1080p, 4K. But ideally, I would not want to play at epic. This game doesn't really look too different at epic compared to low to me. It looks still very good at low. Ooh. And at epic, maybe it's a slight improvement. I can't really tell, to be honest. But I could be wrong. Can't really choose what setting it's using. Just says FSR. Maybe I'm missing something, but yeah. It doesn't look too bad at all, actually. It looks quite good. Really surprised how this looks. It looks very close to playing at native. Maybe slightly more grainy from the sharpening. But I don't see any blurriness at all at 1080p. Which means playing at 4K and 1440p, we should have even better results compared to what we're getting right now. 1080p is like the worst case scenario for FSR, and it's already doing a fantastic job. Yeah, but now looking at the FPS style, we don't really gain too much. We're still in the 250s. So I don't know what it's really doing. Maybe it's not doing much because it's using the quality preset by default at 1080p. But FPS doesn't seem affected. Look, we're getting 270 FPS here. Let's be quick before the boys pull up on us and kill us. I think I'm dying. Okay, we're getting 270 FPS here, standing here with that FSR. And let's go ahead and go into settings, enable FSR, and see if we can get a boost. Yeah, very slight boost. So I could go like 5 FPS at the most. So it does look pretty good, but you're not gaining too much from it. Okay, 1440p. Let's continue for a little bit longer, and then we can try out FSR as well. I want to see what FPS we get on this map, because we're getting around 180 to 210 on the other map. The FPS again is about the same as the other map, so not much has changed. So we can just go ahead and focus up on using FSR. It's kind of weird how we don't get to choose what quality we're playing at unless I'm missing it. But it seems like we can't choose what quality FSR is running at. which is just a bit weird. But I'm gonna go ahead and sit back here. And what FPS did we get right now? 202 without FSR. I'm gonna go ahead and enable it. Graphics, FSR. Man, FSR is not doing much at all. Yeah, so FSR is not really doing much, it seems like. Maybe it's broken, maybe it's bugged out, or maybe I'm missing a setting that's making it not work as intended. Oh. Alright, it seems like FSR is helping a little bit since we did hit 230 FPS just before this. And that is the highest FPS that I've seen so far at 440p epic settings, so maybe it is actually helping. The lowest FPS that I've seen so far is 160, so very close to 144 FPS. So honestly, I'll just play at high settings if you want to get the quality, and if you don't care about the quality, I'll just play on low settings and get the most FPS. Playing the game at 4K now at epic settings, getting 120 FPS. Quite good still. Game still feels very fluid. Oh my god, I'm shooting so quick. Stop trying to sidestep me. Wow, we're falling into the 90s. Whoa. Maybe FSR can help us, but I honestly doubt it with the way it's been running. 120 to 130 FPS, so yeah, nothing's changed. Let's see if we fall into the 90s. Which honestly we probably will. Uh-oh. Still falling into the 90s too. Yeah, FSR is not really doing much for us. Got him, nice. Come on boys, one final push, we got it. Go, 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 go. Let's go. How do we pull it off? I don't even know how we did this. Alright, that's it for the video, guys. If you made this far, I appreciate you. And as always, if you like what you see, then a sub and a like to the channel, we would appreciate it as well. See you next time.